going on, Jerome's? Happy hump day, happy Wednesday out there to those who celebrate. It's time for another Vikings news dump. So the Vikings flying high, 5-0 into the bye. They just put the bang thing on Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, intercepting him 3 times, including a pick 6 as well as a game winner, putting that ass on the ground a number of times as well. And you're thinking, okay, the Jets still have one of the best defenses in the National Football League. Their offense sucks balls right now. So what would be the solution? Fire Robert Saleh. It's so stupid where, hey, Rodgers and the offense is bad, but let's fire the architect of one of the best defenses in the league and a good dude, a good leader of men, but it just hasn't worked out. Me so sorry that Zach Wilson and the remnants of Aaron Rodgers haven't worked out. So ridiculous. And these two jabronis keep their jobs, even though Rodgers is going to quit by like week 9, right? Nathaniel Hackett might be the worst coach in the history of the NFL. That's a little bit hyperbolic, but also I don't care. I do not care in the slightest. And it's ridiculous that Saleh is paying for the sins of these two, right? And all the mixed reports coming in, was he escorted out of the building? Probably not. Did he demote Nathaniel Hackett and give play calling duties to Todd Downing, former Pride of Eden Prairie? Yes. That sounds pretty legit. And then in the 5 intervening minutes between Hackett being demoted, Rodgers probably went and complained, family show, to the owners, and then Saleh got fired. It's just such a stupid, knee-jerk New York Jets reaction. It's ridiculous. But, the Vikings getting Saleh fired just adds another chapter to the dumbest rivalry in sports history. So here we are. And also, Kevin O'Connell was asked about it on the McAfee show yesterday. He said this, quote, Robert Saleh is a great football coach, and I think very highly of him. He's had a lot of success in this league, and I know he's going to be just fine. And just fine as in, hey, if Flores rightfully gets a head coaching job, does Robert Saleh come in as new DC? If Durante Jones and Mike Saravo don't stick around, don't know, man. But yeah, you can see it. So I'm sure there's offset language in Saleh's contract, and I'm sure that he would enjoy getting paid, sitting on the couch, being around the family and all that stuff. But if Saleh wanted to come in as Vikings senior defensive consultant, I wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be mad, man. Also, if and when the Jets fall to like 2-7 and blow this thing up, Quinnen, come on down, baby. Just like, we can absorb the contract. You're one of the best defensive linemen in the National Football League. Just come, baby. Honestly, this defense is a lot of fun, and I think that when it's all said and done, it will be known as one of the best defenses in league history. But if you get Quinnen Williams, like we're talking about rarefied air, like we're talking about 85 Bears doomsday defense, purple people eaters, come on in. 2000 Ravens, 2002 Bucks, we'll be in that stratosphere, man. Hey, come on, join Death Row. That'd be a good name for the Flores defense. The Death Row defense. Also, speaking of Flores, so here's the thing too. The Vikings obviously have a great culture, have a great locker room, and they're winning. And all of that, like, players want to be part of it. So it's going to do well in free agency and everything else. And you're getting some love from some premier names out there. Cowboys edge rusher Micah Parsons on Vikings DC Brian Flores, quote, he's taking players that probably looked under and making them play at the highest level. This dude is serious. So come on in. Hey, Micah. Yeah, you haven't got your major contract from the Cowboys yet. You're probably sick of playing for Zimmer already. Hey, come on in, be edge rusher number 5. We can't guarantee you snaps behind Grenard and AVG and Hottie Ward and Patrick Jones II and Diamond Dallas Turner, but we'll work you in. We'll work you in. Just like, come on, baby. Should the Vikings go after Hassan Reddick? I don't know. Man. But O'Connell, like we said, was on the Pat McAfee show, and he had a wide-ranging conversation and talked about this team. He said a little bit of this stuff in his press conference on Wednesday as well. He said this, quote, I think we're a good football team, and we got really good players. Well, that's a relief. We've had the right mindset from the very beginning, and I'm excited every day to be around these guys. I love this team, and these guys love football. And that's something that sort of flies under the radar. And we talk about the culture that Kevin O'Connell and Flores and Kwesi have built. And just getting players on this team who want to play football, I mean, it's amazing, right? And you look around the league, there's several players that are individual corporations. Well, everyone's sort of an individual corporation, but some players aren't in it because they love the game. They love what the game can bring. They love the monies. They love the lifestyle, right? And that shows up. And sometimes they make business decisions on the field. Sometimes they don't give full effort. But on this team, like every single player on this team loves football, except for like maybe two. You're thinking of the two right now, aren't you? Yeah. But especially on the defense, high IQ veterans coming in, and they're playing unselfish football, and it doesn't matter who gets the credit. Every single week it's someone else stepping up, and it's really amazing what this team has done. Like, this is a special locker room. It really is, man. Also special is Jalen Speedy Naylor. So when Addison was out early, Naylor looked really good, catching 3 touchdowns in the first 3 games. He should still remain a part of the passing game as he's firmly solidified himself as wide receiver 3. He was on the K Adams show, Up and Adams, talking about his sensei, Quinnen McCardell, wide receivers coach. Quote, working with Quinnen McCardell, he's been helping me so much. Vikings wide receiver talked about a secret this season. And also him staying healthy has been huge, part of it as well. Taking the diet, taking training, taking rehab and recovery very seriously, and it's showed up and showed out. Naylor staying healthy this season, and he does have the speed, man. But with McCardell, like, it's interesting. So McCardell, back in the day, 2022 draft, he was pounding the table late day 3 for the Vikings to take Naylor. The Metro did in the 6th round, and it's really glad to see that faith being panned out. Plus, I mean, if you're a player and you know for a fact that your position coach pounded the table for you, that makes you feel good. It makes you want to bust your ass to make sure that you prove them right. Also, with McCardell, like you see with Jefferson and Tristan Jackson and Addison, like they all love Coach McCardell, right? And so McCardell came in at the tail end of the Zimmer regime, and he was the only position coach to remain after Kevin O'Connell came in. And if you remember, Jefferson, Thielen, KJ Osborne, they all advocated with the new regime to keep McCardell, right? That's how much respect they have, where he commands respect, but he's not overbearing, and he's an old head that has the players' respect because he's done it. He's played the receiver position at a very high level. He knows all the tricks of the trade. He was a 2-time Pro Bowler, won the Super Bowl twice. So he's got everything that they want, and he's got a great relationship with that group. And, McCardell, he's interviewed for OC positions before, and if he takes one of those jobs, it's fantastic. Or, I mean, hell, is it a spot where Wes Phillips moves on, gets a different job, and then you bump up McCardell? Don't know, man. But very happy that McCardell's in the fold. A lot of respect for that man, and he's got the Vikings receivers playing fantastic ball. Also fantastic ball. I'm having a ball, as in a good time, of the Vikings currently having the 1 seed. 10 out of 10 no notes. Stop the count. All right, so as of right now, the NFC, the Vikings would be the 1 seed. The Commies, the 2 seed, hosting the 7 seed Cowboys. That'd be a lot of fun. A couple of divisional matchups. 3 seed Falcons versus the Bucks getting it on again in Hotlanta. That's fun. The Seahawks hosting the Lions. A little flipperoo. A little bit of a revenge game narrative going on. There you go. AFC, so the Chiefs have won. Again, everyone's creaming in their jeans because the Chiefs won by 2 scores. Congratulations. And then you got the Texans. Hey, I was told that the Texans were bad because they got blown out by the Vikings. Oh, the Texans are really damn good. They'd be hosting the Chargers. The Ravens hosting the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos is a 6 seed right now. That's crazy. Bo Nix. Let's go. Then you got the Bills. The Bills and the Steelers, like 2 teams are heading in the wrong direction right now. Yeah, but it's kind of rough. But the Lions would be in that 5 seed, but I don't think they would be in the 5 seed for long because, so just looking at PFF's power rankings and assessing the schedules. So the Lions' schedule so far, easiest in the NFL. The Lions' remaining schedule is second most difficult because they play the Vikings twice. Jabronis aren't even going to make the playoffs. I think it's a real shot that the Lions don't make the playoffs. And people don't want to hear it, but I feel like this team has been exposed. And yeah, they can run the ball. Yeah, Jared Goff can complete extended handoffs. Congratulations. But defensively, I mean, they can rush the passer, sure, but that secondary is, man, still can get shredded a little bit. All right, so I actually think that the Lions might fall off pretty significantly. And I have a standing wager, so I'm getting 20-1 that the Lions don't make the NFC title game within the next 5 years. I feel pretty good about it. It's hard to make the Final Four, man. It really is. Also hard. Stephon Diggs got his revenge against the Bills. last Sunday, sure. But peace and joy, Bills fan. Congrats to Stephon Diggs. He finally got revenge on the city and team that embraced, supported, paid, loved, and admired, and praised him. Good job, man. Fully deserved. What a great guy. And the Vikings fans are just like, Bills Mafia getting the full Stephon Diggs experience. Hey, we understand. We commiserate, man. Sort of is what it is. And I sort of feel bad for Diggs. Like, I feel like there's something that doesn't allow him to be happy, you know? And I feel like some people have that in normal life too, but I don't know. Either way, thank you for Justin Jefferson. That's all I got. That's all I got. Also, thank you for the Vikings drafting a kicker at day 3 of the draft this year. Will the thrill rock hurt? Now, everything is adding up for there to be a tumble. And I hate to say that, but knocking on all the wood. Will Reichard hasn't missed a kick in 2 years. Unbelievable. But he went 3 for 3 against the Jets over in London, and two of them in the rain, 2 from 50-plus yards. Like, the man is legit. And I can't wait to see his movie. Michael Cera. A lot of people in the comments have suggested that. Jennifer Lopez as Kevin O'Connell, because why not? Actually, no. Idris Elba as Kevin O'Connell. We'll go with that. But, I mean, it's got to be better than that stupid Kurt Warner movie, right? That was bad. Chuck from NBC's Chuck. Come on, man. Also, speaking of something that's not bad, the reverse, actually. Andrew Van Ginkel. For my money, should be up there for Defensive Player of the Year, but they're probably just going to give it to Aiden Hutchinson because they'd be like, hey, he got 5 sacks against the Buccaneers when the Buccaneers were playing a practice squad right tackle. But AVG this season, this is from PFF Vikings, a 90.8 coverage grade, second among all defenders. So, note, second among all defenders, not just linebackers, but we're including safeties and cornerbacks too. Second amongst all defenders. That's how good he is in coverage, man. Just take it to the house. Also, complete package. He plays the run. He's fantastic rushing off the edge as well as great blitzing. And it just brings heat. High football IQ guy, just like everyone on this defense. And it's glorious. It's kind of glorious, man. Also, I would see this movie. Also, why is it rated R? Anyways, was this going to be like Oppenheimer where there's just a gratuitous romantic scene that doesn't even need to be in there? That's all. Anyways, your thoughts are your thoughts are. Have a good Wednesday. You know what to do. Skull production value.